Hello friends, how are we doing? It's been a little while since we streamed, but we are finally back with our Soul Silver Shiny Oni Hardcore Nuzlocke playthrough. I hope you're all doing well. Thanks for joining today. As always, I hope you're having a fantastic start to your week. As many of you might know, I've not been too well after last Tuesday having it cut short. What I had started to kick my butt, so I've really not been well at all, but it's great to be back. Hope you're all doing great, and I'm looking forward to jumping back in to this run today. Hopefully we can find the Heracross. It'd be nice if we can today. So Soggy Kitty, Fresh Cup of Joel, Starchild Luke, how are you doing? And Mighty, I hope you're all doing great, my friends, and thank you as always for joining. And for the support as always. I hope you've all been doing good. Chad, thank you so much, mate. I'm getting there, mate. I'm not 100%, which is worrying in a way, because I'm like, I should be 100% better now. It has been a week, but I'm still recovering, but I'm a lot better than I was, so I can't complain on that side of things. Every day it does seem to get a little bit better, so that's all good. But I thought with me going away to Stockholm tomorrow, I probably should jump on to stream while I can, and I was able to do the videos for the raid coming up this week, which is nice, early on today, so that's good. But I'm getting there, mate. And Jeff, I'm playing Pokemon Rogue, so I won't be talking. Okay, well, enjoy Pokemon Rogue, mate. And thanks for dropping in to the stream, mate. It's good to see you. Feels good to finally hear 7-star raid being announced. I know, right? It's been such a while. It's been a month since the last one. Natalie, good morning. How are you doing today? I hope you're doing well. And thank you so much. I am feeling a bit better than I was. Thank you. Polly, good to see you back. Good to see you as well, Polly. I hope you are having a fantastic day. And I hope we have some luck with this Heracross today. We haven't had a single Heracross yet. So it's kind of like, where's the Heracross this morning? Phoenix, how you doing, mate? I'm doing all right, mate. I'm doing okay. And Chad, thank you so much, mate. I appreciate that. This might be... I wonder if this could have changed. It shouldn't have changed because we haven't... we should have had a Heracross by now. We really should have. But maybe we're just being very unlucky. Maybe the RNG isn't liking us in this position. But might have to change trees. Etheron, how are you doing? Hunt... Well, mate, there we go. There is one of those Heracross that we're looking for, so that's good. And Wadey, how you doing? Awesome to see you back. Awesome to see you as well, my friend. I hope you are doing good. I'm on my way to recovery, mate. I am, but not quite there yet. Sending all the shiny luck. Thank you, mate. Appreciate it. You and Jarrett use Venusaur for the event. Any other Pokemon with water absorb or soundproof ability? Soundproof's a decent one to go for sure. Water absorb, there really aren't that many users. I did consider Toxicroak for the raid, but it takes neutral damage from the fairy type attacks before you can Terastallize, so it's like, is it going to be able to stand up to Primarina? Probably not, but it might turn out to be a good one. Venusaur could be good, depends if we see any ice type attacks on the Primarina. It could maybe put it in its tracks a little bit, especially if it's utilizing Calm Mind. So I'd kind of prefer something like the Slowking, feels a little bit better. And we got Riley coming in with that 6-month membership. Thank you so much, Riley. How are you doing this morning? Hope you're doing good. Brian, you as well. And oh baby, we're back this week. Gonna be the Goose. Has to be the Goose, mate. It has to. Have you got any news? I heard you might have some news for me about the Goose. I'm hoping that it's good news. Or are you still hunting, mate? I hope it's not another phase that you're on. But tell me. Kelly, my luck in the new raid. The day little kitty big city comes out, likely won't be farming it much. Well, that's kind of exciting in its own way, isn't it? That you're going to be able to kind of get that game as well, because there's not many new games at the moment that are dropping. I know we've got Paper Mario coming out later this month, obviously a remake from that original GameCube game, but I have ordered it actually because I never played the GameCube version, so I'm kind of excited to play Paper Mario on the Switch, at least 1,000 Year Door, so that's going to be quite good. Could even stream it if you'd like to see it. That might be something fun to do, alternative. And Zach, how you doing, mate? I hope you are well. Great to see you as always, mate. And I hope you're having a fantastic start to your week. Going to shiny only run on Shield, Cover Squire, and Carcoal by now. Etheron, that's amazing, mate. Well, good luck with the rest of the run. I hope you have a lot of luck with it, mate. I don't like the male Heracross like the female because its horns as a heart. Yeah, me too. I'm a bit like that. You know, I'm not going to be sad about whichever one we get, but I would prefer the female. I definitely would. And thank you so much for the subscribe, and I really appreciate you joining the stream. I hope you're having a fantastic start to your day. Brian, I have to get a cavity filled in 20 minutes. Definitely gotta join after that, mate. I hope it goes well. Sending a lot of love your way for that, because I know they're not always the most comfortable things to get done, but hope it goes smoothly, mate, and everything's all right. Nintendo Direct in June, but the Switch 2 won't be announced there. I know, right? That news this morning that dropped. Crazy. Really exciting though that we now finally have like confirmation that it will be announced before the end of this fiscal year, so that's quite cool. Just when they're gonna do it, so it'll probably be later in the year, you would imagine, maybe like September time. It will probably get something dropped about it, which is very exciting. And I guess the Direct in June will be maybe exciting because maybe they drop stuff that gives hints at what we might be looking at. I don't know, but yeah, very exciting. And then we've got the rumor mill all starting up again, haven't we, today, with supposedly 3 Pokemon games already in the works for the Switch 2, which is, I don't know which side of the fence you want to be on to believe that, but you never know. It might be true. That would mean Pokemon ZA is one of them, which could indicate why we've not seen really any gameplay footage for it so far, but you never know. We'll have to wait and see. Riley, all right, mate, let's see what we got. Up to 10,250 on phase 5. It's feeling rough, but I'm motivated to get it for sure. No Goose news, but I've started another hunt on the side to scratch the shiny H leaf green Abra from the casino. No way, that's awesome, mate. Well, in one respect, I'm sorry to hear that the goose hunt is still going on, but like you say, hopefully this week is the week where you get a lot of luck with it. And but congrats on the other side, scratching the itch with the shiny Abra, mate, in leaf green as well. That's very cool. I love it. I love it, mate. Good, congrats on that. Brian, thank you. Not looking forward to it. No, mate, I wouldn't be either, mate, but it'll be over very quickly. Don't worry, mate. You'll be in and out and it'll be fine, and then done, and then all good after that. So power through it, mate. And Etheron Octazalt will be the 3rd. That's a nice shiny. Good luck with that one. Caleb, how you doing, mate? I hope you are good, having a great day. I just hope they don't take until March, the end of the yeah. Can you imagine if it's like, yeah, we said March, so that's when we're announcing it. 30th of March 2025 to drop 2026. Like, come on. Nah, I'm sure it won't be like that long. Julian, how are you doing? I hope you're good and having a great day, and thanks for joining. Too many Spearows encounters so far this morning. We need more of these Heracross. Chloe, how are you doing this morning? I hope you're good. I'm doing all right. I'm getting there, recovering slowly, but feeling a bit better than I have been. So wait, what if you get a shiny Spearow from the tree? Then we're gonna be sad. It is a possibility. We didn't get this many Spearow encounters the last time we're doing this, but just the RNG goes. Polly, it was very quiet. Not being like super well. I didn't really do very much. So bank holiday was not full of activities like it normally would, but I hope yours was good. Mine was pretty much housebound around the house and trying to feel better. Just kind of annoying because the weather's been like absolutely amazing, so it would have been like so good to, like, you know, like it's perfect beach weather. Would have been so good to go down to the beach, but no, I unfortunately was not in any shape to go out and enjoy the bank holiday really. But like today I felt probably like at 80% compared to what I have felt. So yeah, we'll hope that it continues that way as well. Lee G man, how you doing, mate? Yeah, I hope you're feeling better, and also hoping Newcastle can give United a thumping in a few weeks. Mate, can't be arsed with Ten Hag. Mate, I do not blame you after last night's performance. As a Newcastle fan, I want Ten Hag to stay in the job. I don't want you to bring someone else in before we play, because I feel like you'll get that like new manager bounce, even if it's an older manager like Ole coming in or something like that. I just feel like we don't need that right now. But it's not looking good for you guys though, because I think if you get beat off Arsenal, then we only need like 1 point to guarantee 7th place, and that's discounting Chelsea if Chelsea continue on and get 6th maybe. So it's yeah, it's heating up, at least for the last few games of the season for sure. Melon, how you doing? I hope you're good as well. Just hatched a shiny rufflet in 280 eggs. I'm gonna make it a ribbon master. Nice, awesome. Good luck with that ribbon master quest that you got, but super nice shiny as well. Callum, what are you thinking will do well in Stockholm? Ooh, Callum, that's a question, mate. I do think we'll see a bit more Shadow Rider Calyrex. It is such a good Pokemon, right? But it just dropped off the face of the planet in Indy. I still think Miraidon will be used, but it might be hard. It might be like the flip around, right? Where we see you know, Shadow Rider Calyrex was so well like adapted to by every trainer, right? That's why we just didn't see it have the success that we thought it would have in that tournament. So I think a little bit off the back of Indy, I think players are going to prepare for Miraidon, right? So I think Miraidon's going to have a much harder time, which may open the door a little bit for Shadow Rider to come in and have a bit of an easier time. So we'll see how it goes. I still expect like Ice Rider to do well, and Terapagos I think is going to be like still up there. Terapagos for me feels like one of the strongest ones that hasn't really had its full potential unpicked. I know Andrew did extremely well getting to the finals with it, but I still think there's room there for it to really excel. You look at Neil's performance with the Terapagos. I just feel like that's the Pokemon that people really need to be aware of, or maybe testing, playtesting, I don't know. But yeah, there's a few things I think going into Stockholm that I think will do well, but we'll have to wait and see what the end result is with that. Specs Miraidon was crazy, Caleb, for sure. It was brilliant watching it. And it's weird, when I saw Rajan on the day one on Swiss, I even thought to myself then, I was like, I just don't think there is another team that's better than this team, that's set up to beat this team in the field. So I felt then that he had a pretty good chance of just winning, just with the sheer damage that it did. It was just so oppressive, right? So it was kind of nice to watch it kind of come to fruition. Rajan obviously getting the regional win as well, which is really nice to see. Great player, of course. So it was just a brilliant event. All in all, it was very, very good. Wolf's debut as well, which I thought he was absolutely amazing for his first time behind the desk, which I feel like naturally, because he is a great content creator, he just carried that charisma onto the desk and just did such a great job the entire weekend, which just added to the whole thing. So it was, from all in all, you know, it's just a really good event, and the teams were great, the stream matches were great. So yeah, it was sets the bar for us, you know. Stockholm needs to step up, and our European players need to reply with a big bang. So we'll see what comes out this weekend. Miraidon was able to perform so well, become everyone seemed to take against Shadow. Yeah, feeling next tourney we'll see those checks. Yeah, I think a similar thing will happen pretty much. And although Miraidon, you know, I feel like if you could fit like a soak user, it's pretty risky into a format with terrestrialization, because you can't soak something that's been terrestrialized, but you know, you can soak things that aren't. I think it's a tech that we could see potentially used in alongside it to get around maybe some of those hard checks. But one of the things, if I was building going into this, I'd be like looking heavily at like ground Terra Amoongus, because against that Miraidon team, it does have a hard time against it, and you kind of force it in those situations to go for the Draco. But we'll see what players do to adapt around it. But ground Terra Amoongus, I feel could be a nice check against the Miraidon for sure. Jarrett, build what? Build steel Terra type Vaporeon with water absorb. I don't know. I mean, it potentially could work, Jarrett. I just think there's better options, to be honest. The problem with Vaporeon is it doesn't really has to rely on the fake tiers, right? So when the shield goes up, like, you're not going to be able to use the fake tiers. So it really determines, like, comes down to when the Primarina is going to nullify its stats, drops, your stat drops when the shield goes up. There's a lot of like things that come into play. So I don't know if Vaporeon will be the play when there's other options out there with good resistance to fairy type attacks, good special defense anyway. Acid spray, which is something else that you don't need to worry about when the shield goes up. I don't know. I did think about Vaporeon first off, but it's not really any benefit, and before you terastallize, you're still going to take a bunch of damage from the fairy type attacks. You have to be worried, especially before you terastallize, about energy ball, which it's likely going to have. So I don't know, not too sure, not to write it off completely, but I think it might not be the best, but we'll see when the raid goes live. I don't even remember where I left off with my update for Ultra Sun and Moon shinies, but I'm glad to say that the shiny legendary hunt is over. Oh, Lisa, that's amazing, you got them all. So I also last week, when I was resting up, took the opportunity, because I couldn't do much else. I was trying to make my way through the legendary hunts that I'm doing for the video that I keep talking about, and I made some significant progress last week. But on Wednesday was probably my worst day, feeling ill. I've got a tragic story to tell you all about this. So I was hunting Raikou in Ultra Sun, and I got the Raikou after about 300 resets. So I was like pretty pleased. But for some reason, my brain at the time, my sick brain at the time, actually was sick, decided it was a good idea to run away from the shiny Raikou. And I literally, it's the first time I've had like a shiny fail, and it was heartbreaking. And I was like, oh my god, I've actually, like, I had the shiny Raikou. It was like ticked off my list of ones that I needed, and now I've just literally, for no reason at all, mindlessly just pressed the runaway button on it. So that was something. And it took me I don't know how many was it, about 1,000 resets to reclaim it. I think around that, but I did reclaim it later in the week. But that was horrible. Yeah, you know, as soon as I hit it, the run button, I was like, what have I done? X Finibus X, thank you so much for the subscribe. Thanks for joining the stream as well. So that was something last week. But I've made some significant progress otherwise with the hunts after that. I didn't feel any more, but I had a few more joined. So that video is very close to being done now. I just need pretty much 3 more, which are all in Sword and Shield. So I think I'll save them to do those on stream. We'll do the raids and stuff like that. And Lisa, you even got your type null. 137 resets. Wow, that is amazing. That is so good. Holy giant win as well. That is a huge win. That is brilliant. That is no amount of resets. So that is awesome to hear. Really good. Beyond shocked since I was doing my work during the resets. Right, I am sorry to hear that, man. You only do that once. Yeah, it was I swear I will only do it once. Every time after that, the next Raikou, it was so nerve-wracking, because I was like, what happens if I just do the brain thing again, and I run away by like not meaning to. So I did manage to snag it the second time around, but it was very nerve-wracking. Nicely done in the reclaim. I made up for it. I could only imagine that sinking feeling. Yeah, it was horrible because I also felt like really bad at the time. So I was like, it was like doubly worse because I was like, I shouldn't be doing this in the first place. But I was like, I just couldn't sit. There was nothing I really wanted to watch. And I was like, I want to try and make some progress with this at the same time. So I was kind of doing that, but it was the worst decision. If I just left it, I would have got it maybe another... I can't say if, buts, and maybes, but yeah, it was pretty rough. But yeah, you're right. It will never happen again. I'll never do that again. Watch us now get the Heracross shiny, and then I'll just run away from it. Good to see you back, Sean. You as well, mate. I hope you are well and having a great start to your week, my friend. Unrivaled Phantom, how are you doing? Good to see you, mate. And Fly Kites Charlie, how are you today, mate? I hope you're well. Alec, your streams inspired me to dig out my old copy of Soul Silver. Very nice, as I have spent the last few days EV training a Pinsir and attack and defense to take on the Elite Four. That is awesome to hear, mate. And good luck with the Elite Four. You'll have to let me know how you get on with it. Or is that literal harder shiny honey trees? Oh no, these aren't honey trees. We're just head buttons, so we're good. The odds are still pretty like, well, the odds are. I mean, we got about 40% encounter rate on the Heracross. Standard odds of 1 in 8,000, so it's not going to be the quickest hunt, but it will be worth it. It will be worth it. And Ken, how are you doing, mate? Good to see you. Hope you're having a good start to your week, my friend, and everything is going good with you. Turtwig, how are you doing? I'm doing all right, mate. I'm doing all right, and thanks for the good luck. And Galaxy Flowers, how are you this morning? Beep beep, the one and true villager. We got the beep beep. We need the what can we nickname the Heracross? What are you gonna do with the Deoxys? Toxic Toxic. What, when we get it, we're gonna do a giveaway for it on the channel. Beep beep, the name of Felicity is in my Pokemon sleep. Nice, that's awesome. It's gotta be, I feel like it's just a standard nickname now. It has to be the nickname. I'm at 3 weeks and still no shiny Registeel. Oh, mate, I am the same with, well, I'm longer with Zekrom. Zekrom's just the one that I just cannot get. I think I'm getting close to Latios levels now. Must be about 6,000 resets with Zekrom in Ultra Moon. And it's really frustrating because I can't move on to the other remaining Pokemon that I need in that game without actually snagging the Zekrom first. So it's like, when will it shine? I even changed 3DS systems that I was on to try and get it, but it hasn't helped at all. 4 remain in Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, Buzzwole, Nihilego, Kartana, and the one I'm doing right now, Blacephalon. That's awesome, Lisa. Good luck with the remaining 4 that you've got to get. I hope you get them very, very quickly. What was that about Storm Drain? But Storm Drain ability, it's just a suggestion, Jared. I think for as a supporting Pokemon, Gastrodon could be decent. And Ken, you're doing good. Great to hear, mate. I'm getting there, Sean. I'm not 100%, mate, but I'm feeling better than I was. Hey, Yongley, how are we doing today? I'm doing all right, my friend. I'm feeling better than I have been, but Toxic. Well, that was the kind of the plan for the whole thing. It won't be the one I get. Be trading it into emeralds, duplicating them, because you can do that there, and then trading them up through banking home and doing it that way. But bro, don't worry about picking one up if you don't want. James, how you doing, mate? I'm glad to see you. Thank you, mate. I hope you are doing well and you passed your class. That's awesome, mate. Great to hear. Congratulations, my friend. Is that you done for the summer now? Are you gonna have like a big break, or what's on the cards? But I bet you are absolutely chuffed, mate. It's over and you're done and you've cracked it. That's awesome to hear. I'm glad you're back, Osiris. Thank you, Mike. It's great to see you as well, mate. I'm not gonna repeat the next bit because there was points where I was feeling that bad. It was my birthday. I ate pizza. Wow, mate, that's awesome. Till you popped. I got a shiny Larvesta and my birthday mark. Oh, nice. And brought Super Sonic Superstars. It's really good. That's awesome to hear, mate. And a belated happy birthday as well. I hope you had a fantastic day. All the pizza sounds good as well, dude. But that's the one thing, like, I have not been eating at all. Like, I can like basically been surviving on Lucozade Sport and toast, which has been a good dietary choice. I feel not the most nutritious, but it's all I can manage recently. Gamer guys, thank you so much for the subscribe. Riley, what was that? Have you hopped onto the ladder in Scarlet and Violet to try any of the new format? My Ho-Oh and Sneasel team is 7-0 at the moment. Wow, looking forward to pushing it to Master Ball. Mate, that is awesome. You'll have to send me a paste. I would love to. I'd love to have a play around with it on the ladder. That'd be good. That'd be good. Gamer guys, Troll, Kinga, and I think we had one more, didn't we? We had one more. I can't see it, but thank you so much for the subscribes. Really appreciate it, friends. Katsuki, I've not been too great, to be honest, but I'm doing a bit better now. And lovely, it's your birthday today. Happy birthday. Hope you're having a fantastic day, and thanks for hopping and joining the stream. Hope you have a brilliant day though, whatever you've got planned. Liam, how you doing, mate? Hope you're good. Happy to hear you're feeling better and enjoying the stream today. Decided to shiny hunt on my hard goal because of this stream. How's it going, mate? I hope the hunt goes well, and sending you a lot of shiny luck, my friend. Babylon, thank you so much. I appreciate the good luck. We definitely need it for the Heracross. We might get, it'd be nice to get it today before I head off to Stockholm. And Chloe, bagged a shiny Shadow Suicune and a shiny Tapu Fini over the weekend. Wow, nice. Shiny Shadow Suicune. That's amazing. Congrats. What a great shiny to get. Sir Cross, what are your thoughts on Empoleon for Primarina? I think it'll be a good choice. If it's spamming like Charm, it will be good. And also like it's a good, you know, kind of counterplay to almost like the Moonblast spam as well, because Moonblast has the secondary effect to drop with the special attack, so that's kind of nice in a way, because it gives you a +1 at the same time. You get Metal Sound, so you can reduce the special defense if the shield's not up. You've got Throat Chop as well. I think it's a really good, I mean, if you haven't seen, I've dropped a video on the channel just like what, half an hour ago, and there's an Empoleon build on there, so I think it will be, I've pretty much just repeated what you've been saying, so but I think it will be a decent option for sure. Sean, I head out tomorrow, mate. I head out tomorrow for the weekend. Fresh cup of joy. I'm so happy the algorithm blessed me with this stream. Great to have you as always, Joel. Not a huge Pokemon fan, just getting back into it, but Lee, your positivity and genuine kindness is best. I appreciate that so much, mate. Thank you so much, and I hope you continue to enjoy the streams and enjoy your adventures into the Pokemon franchise as well, mate. It's very exciting that you're getting back into it and things like that. You just have to keep us updated with how your journeys through things are going. Got a PC for your birthday, by the way. That is awesome. That is awesome to hear. Well, I hope you have a great rest of your day. And Lapras, Ice Pops, how are we doing today? I hope you're good. Yes, mate, it'll be good. It'll be good to see you, Sean. You'll have to, if you do see me shooting around, you'll have to just, you'll have to come say hi, mate, and be good to see you. So unconfident. Don't be unconfident, mate. You'll be fine. You've been practicing in the new format for a while, so you've got the hang of things. Don't second guess your team, though. I mean, what are you thinking of taking? Like, what restricted? Found a shiny Ho-Oh and a shiny Zapdos. Katsuki. Oh, you fitted both of them. Both of them. Oh, don't say this to me. This makes me very sad. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope, are you going to be reclaiming or? So Cross, you check the video out. Awesome. Thank you, mate. Appreciate it. I hope it's helpful anyway. Adding count at 234 is shiny the Fortnite avatar. I hope you're right. That's not too far off. grab you if I can during your busy schedule. Specs hyper offense at the minute. Not feeling good though, mate. I tell you, I think Terrapagos is the call, mate. It's a good Pokemon. It's going to be winning a lot of events in this format, I think. So good. It's so good. If you support it right, I think with like GU stuff as well, it's like very oppressive. It's tricky though. I think, you know, when you look at that finals, there was just not the option there to really get around the fake out issue. I think that's something to kind of consider, because I think Miraidon Incy really pincered the Terrapagos in a lot of ways, right? And it's hard because you kind of, in those situations, you have to kind of almost pin the terrain onto the field before you do terrestrialize. But the problem with the fake out with Inseek takes away the Terra Shell, right, ability, which is like not ideal, because you break that, then you're taking a lot more damage that turn. So almost forces your hand, if you're staying out on the field, to take the fake out and then also terrestrialize at the same time, and you're not really getting the much use out of that terrestrialization. So I think there's ways to kind of mitigate that slightly, where you can potentially shoehorn Farigiraf onto the team and maybe a Trick Room mode on there as well, or, you know, Serena or something to get around the opposing fake out, or just have a faster fake out Pokemon that you can use, you know. So there's ways around it, but I think it's fitting everything into the team, of course, as well. But I think everything is easy because Terrapagos is an easy Pokemon to kind of build around, right? Unlike some of the other restricteds that we saw have a little bit of success. Pokemon Emerald found a shiny Zapdos and shiny Pikachu and shiny Spyro, the Spearow. Nice. Doodoo, Jarrett, Ability Sandtruth, will Electrode help too? Steel Terra Electrode, I don't know, mate. I don't know if Electrode's gonna have the stats to be able to stand up to it, you know. Got to remember that Primarina hits pretty hard. I can't remember its base special attack, but it's pretty high. What is it? I've got it right here. I think I can have a look. There it is. There it is. 126 base special attack. Hits pretty hard. Like, you really want to be hitting it on the physical, like on its defensive stat, but there aren't really many great options to be for doing that. How do I have two shiny starters? We started on 2 copies. We started on Soul Silver, which we're playing now, and we started on Hot Gold. We have 2 3DSs, which we were resetting on. We got a starter on each of them and then traded the other one over to this game. And there we go. Abracadabra. 2 starters just like that in one game. James, how you doing, mate? I hope you're well. Having a great day. The best game after the OG Pokemon game, Emerald, Lil Mac. It's hard to disagree. Emerald is a very, very good game, isn't it? But I would just say this just won't out creeps it. Just personal opinion, but I respect the Emerald of, because I'm definitely there with you. Katsuki, I haven't, no. Is this Storm Silver? Joe Rogan and your nips. No, it's not. This is Soul Silver. Rich, how are you doing, mate? It's good to see you. It's been a little while, mate. I hope you are doing all right. I hope you're feeling better. I'm getting there, mate. I'm not 100%, but I'm slowly getting there. But I was like, I have to Sacred Gold. No. It's the older ones, Joe. There's a part of me that wishes it was a real Joe Rogan, and that was your actual just alt handle that you used, but no, I don't suspect it is. Sadly, makes me a little bit sad. Too many Spearows today. I did through while I was like watching and resting last week, start watching the Indigo League, the first Pokemon series. So that was a lot of fun, going back and revisiting that after a long time, because I haven't seen those first episodes in such a long time. Still hold up. They still hold up so good. Any advice for a man trying to play a decade's worth of Pokemon catch-up? Any sites or creators you'd recommend? Oh, for the older games, it's kind of difficult because like a lot of the content creators now, but there is a bunch. I mean, if you just search those games, you'll find some content creators that cover all of those old games. It depends what kind of stuff you're looking like coverage on. Been running ammo, but the new game seem a little overwhelming for an old dog. I think you'd be surprised if you jump into like, you know, Scarlet and Violet. I think you'd be, after a little while just getting into it, you'd be surprised how much easier it is. I feel like the newer games are a lot easier than the older games. They're maybe not as linear in a story mode, but maybe one that you could jump into could be like Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl as a newer one that was a remake. It's got that linear kind of path to it like the older games have. It's just, I guess, more updated for Pokemon Switch. Thought I could still hear in lingering. You sounded back to normal on the 7-star radio. Probably kicked your butt there. Yeah, I properly kicked my butt. Yeah, mate. I'm glad it came across a little bit like I sounded a bit better on the raid video. Maybe when I was like doing the audios in the edit, it maybe helped, but it's still there, mate. It's still there slightly. I don't even know what it was. It was really, really bad, but yeah, it's properly kicked my butt. I really thought I'd be like back to normal like late last week. I thought I'd be fine, but no, it was the whole weekend, everything just wiped out, mate. And Zachary, my video layout just changed from an adjustable chat that I ain't see-through, the one where the chat is see-through and not adjustable. I think Lumpy had that issue like a week or so ago. We will, I promise, when I'm back from Stockholm, we'll be back to, probably when we come back the first time, we're probably going to go to a horizontal view. This was just set up already for me, and I haven't had a lot of time to jump in and do much playing around with my OBS, so it was just easier to come in and jump onto this one today with everything already kind of set up and laid out. But we will be coming back in with the alt horizontal layout, the bigger layout, when we come back. So such nostalgic. Watch the OG episodes. Yeah, Theo, I was loving it. It's so good. I like the new ones with Liko, and you know, they're fun, but I just feel like the old ones just, I don't know, they hit differently, don't they? Cabbage, real maintenance is no joke, man. Oh, mate, I can imagine. So sad though. Like my train that I was meant to get to like Heathrow tomorrow, there's like rail strikes all day. There's like no trains out of here or out of Bristol, so I have to take the coach tomorrow, which I'm not thrilled about, but no, just one of them things. And lovely, I found 5 shiny Zapdos. I have 30 Geodudes and got my birthday Pokemon is Sword and Shield. How many Zapdos did you find? 5? In which games? Was that in Pokemon Go or like a different game? Palace said you guys are solid last night. Rich, they did, mate. Yeah, I mean, they really slapped Man United. Man United just, I felt like they'd lose to Palace anyway. The way the Palace are playing at the minute, I just didn't think it was going to be that much. Zach, horizontal for the win. Yes, mate. What's the story with your Quilava and Bayleaf shiny on one team? Noreen, we started with 2 copies of the game, so we started to cut down the time needed to get the shiny starter. We had a copy of Hot Gold and Soul Silver resetting at the same time. And we ended up getting the Chikorita on Hot Gold. We continued the hunt on Soul Silver and we got the Cyndaquil. So then we just traded everything over to one card to continue the playthrough. Because we were ideally going to just go forward with the card that we got the shiny starter in first off. But then we were like nearly 5,000 resets deep on the Soul Silver. So it's like, should we just continue on this? Continue the resets because we've put so much time into it. So that's what we did and basically traded it over when we finally got the Cyndaquil. So it was nice to be able to have 2 stars in the team. It would have been good to go for the third, but I mean, it puts a bit of an even bigger delay on the run through. I mean, we could still do that. We could still go for the Totodile. It's just a bit risky, right? Because you're hoping for one of the 3 to be shiny when, you know, the likelihood is we could end up with one of the others and that's a duplicate, so we couldn't really add it to the team. So at this point, when we know we've got a free Gyarados down the line, it's a water type that we could add to the team for like that stability for the build and stuff like that. It kind of makes a bit more sense for us just to take the Gyarados, not go for the Totodile. As sad as that makes me, because Totodile is definitely my favorite out of the 3. It's just, yeah, we'll go with the Gyarados for now. Do agree horizontal for the win, but I understand the vertical. Yeah, I think horizontal, to be honest, like the horizontal, like I probably will revert back to on a more permanent basis. I think after I've kind of trialed the vertical, they're great and all, but I don't know, like for discoverability, great, like absolutely brilliant, and we might mix them up in the future, but I think it'll probably go back to horizontal. Like the one thing I would say about the vertical streams is I like the ease. They're just nice and easy to manage as well. And I feel like it's a good way to you've not really got too much going on the screen, not much space as well, so kind of utilizing the space well. But I feel like the horizontal's just the better way to do it. Ideally, I'd like there is a way to do this, and I kind of considering doing it where we'd have 2 streams running at the same time, and YouTube allows you to do it. So I'd be streaming a vertical and a horizontal stream at the same time. So which one you preferred, that's the one you click into, and then you can combine the chats as well. So it would just be like one continuous chat that I would have. It's just, I don't know how that would work, but then I just wish YouTube had the option there within their background, like their back end, to be able to just have 2 streams that fed out depending on what the viewer wanted to watch. You could just switch between a horizontal, which would be one layout that I could have set up here, and a vertical as well that I could also have set up at the same time. So it'd be kind of nice to be able to have YouTube do that, so I didn't have to stream 2 streams. It would just be one. But we'll see. Maybe that's something that YouTube will do further down the line, but I don't know if that's going to be anytime soon. But that would be the dream. You can do it at the minute, but it's just a bit clunky. You've got the team pretty well lined up. I'd say this team is going to be solid enough for sure. Yeah, I feel like that with the Heracross edition as well. I think it's very, very, like, I don't think we're going to have any trouble. Hopefully, no. Danny, great to see you. I hope you're well and having a great day. Good to see you after a little while out, and thanks for hopping in and joining the stream with us. If it doesn't have Psychic, could Petulant be a good option for Primarina? It definitely could be. I don't see like Primarina having Psychic though, because like what benefit does Psychic give that, you know, that Fairy doesn't already? Because offensively, like Fairy hits pretty much everything that Psychic hits, so it just feels like that the coverage, if it's going to have any, would be better placed elsewhere, like Energy Ball, I think, and Ice Beam. The Energy Ball for the grass types, the ground types potentially, Ice Beam again for like flyers for grass types. So I don't see it having Psychic. So Petulant could be, if you got access to it, could be a really good option because it's got some good tools at its disposal. Gets Acid Spray as well, which is quite nice. Which is always good. For me, it's just a simple display preference since I watch on an iPad most of the time. The horizontal fits better. Yeah, I agree, Rich. For me watching as well, if I'm watching YouTube and streamers, I still prefer to view in a horizontal view, just because that, like, most of the time I'm at my desk in my PC, so I'll be watching here, so it's just better for me to watch horizontal. And even on like iPad, like you say, like I'd prefer to watch horizontal. So even when I'm on my phone, I never mind the horizontal view on my phone because it's just a smaller version of what I'm used to anyway. So it's kind of like, yeah, but I guess it's what you're used to. I guess when you're doing vertical though, they're shoving it onto the short shelf, right? So when people are scrolling, they come across it. And I mean, we've had it a bunch of times, right? People coming in thinking this is a short and then realizing it's not and getting sucked in when they're doom scrolling, you know. So it's a good way for discoverability for sure, but I do prefer the other layout. Cat B, how are you doing? I hope you're well. What if you get a shiny Spearow? Well, Caleb, we will take it, but we will have to continue on for the Heracross. And Sharo Senpai Gaming, how are we doing today? I hope you're well and having a great day. Have you got the shiny Deoxys already? No, we haven't. We'll have to come back to that. Like, I will take my GB operator away with me when I go to Stockholm. So I think I can stream with some time over there. We'll definitely do the Deoxys hunt because that's the easy one to take with me. But I'm hoping that by the time I get back, I'll have all my Game Boy player for my GameCube will be here. So we'll be able to do the Deoxys hunt on my GameCube, which is going to be absolutely epic. So everything's arrived now. So I'm excited about that. So this could be we could have had the last hunt for the Deoxys on the GB operator. We might have had we might have one more on the GB operator. Nothing against the GB operator, it's a great bit of kit, but I'm kind of excited to hop over to the GameCube and do some stuff on that. Cannnot's poison, which is super effective against ferret. I get yes, yeah, that's the only thing. You're right, yes, yeah, Sucrose in that respect, yeah. Danny, I'm getting there. I'm feeling better than I was, but not 100% yet. But yeah, Jennifer, how's the stream? Stream's going good today. It's nice to be back because I've been pretty sick the last week, so I haven't been able to hop on as much as I would have liked to. So yeah. Sasagi, always, yes, mate. 3 dots in the top right, hold down your screen to drop a like. That is true. If you can drop a like when you're swinging in today, friends, that would be amazing. We got 41 likes at the moment, 182 in the stream at the moment. So if you can drop a like, a goal like always as 150 likes, you can help us get there. That would be amazing. Like Sir Soggy says, Sir Cross, I'm just getting everything mixed up, but top right hand corner there'll be 3 little dots. Press that, there's a like option, or you can hold down the screen and a like option pops up. It's very easy, it's free to do, and it does help out the channel and the stream a bunch, and it's always very much appreciated. So thank you in advance and already for the likes that we've had today. Platinum card has arrived, mate. It has arrived. It is here. It is here. So I'm currently trying to set up the Q-Chom glitch on it. So I've managed to do it. I managed to land on the seed that I need to like 3 times so far to get the trainer ID and the secret ID that I need for the Q-Chom glitch. But the problem is there's a way to do it where you can get a guaranteed shiny starter when you set it up. That's what I really want to do. But if you mess up any of those steps after you get the ID and the secret ID, you kind of miss out on the shiny starter, and I've not been able to secure the shiny starter yet. So that's what I'm going to try. I want to try and do that so it's ready then for us to jump into and then have a lot of fun with the Q-Chom glitch. I did mess around with it on Soul Silver last week. No, sorry, Hard Gold last week with the Q-Chom glitch, and I managed to get a shiny. I did it and got a shiny Cyndaquil in this one. And that was the other thing I was doing while I was resting up, was just randomly wandering through Johto, these games, and it's such a good glitch because getting shinies is very, very easy. So yeah, but the platinum card did arrive, which is really nice, and it's in really good condition. Like, it's got all the manuals in there. It's pretty much like brand new, so I feel very lucky that I've got it. But I'm looking forward to jumping in and doing that. Still hunting for a platinum card myself. Riley, I was pretty fortunate. Like, I've been watching like so many on eBay, so this one popped up. I tell you the trick. I was watching ones that popped up that were newly popped up, that were a buy now. They were like way under the price of what everything was going for, and I managed to see one, and I just snagged it as soon as it came up, and that was it. So it's always just with those filters on, it might help you be able to pick one up. Plan to do a Pokemon shiny hunting channel. Can you give me tips about making one? This is the first channel you're ever doing. That's a big question, because that'll change the answer as well. First time doing content and things like that. Marcus, good morning. How are you doing? I hope you're well and having a great day, mate. I've been busy with work. Glad I could catch the stream today. It's great to have you, mate, and I hope everything over for you is going great, my friend. But as always, great to see you. How are you feeling about the Switch 2 news that dropped this morning? Pretty exciting that we're going to get something at some time this year, which I think we kind of thought we were, but to have it confirmed that it's going to be announced at least before March 25, it'd be pretty nice to see what the Switch successor will be. I really don't think it's going to be called the Switch 2 though. I was watching a video last week about the kind of just, I guess, history of Nintendo consoles, history of Nintendo and stuff like that, and I never realized the Wii U was such a flop to what it was, and like to the point where they were having to advertise the Wii U console and make it obvious for people to know it was a different console to the Wii, like to the Wii. And I was like, oh wow, that's the struggle. So I feel like, will they name it the Switch 2, just in the fact that it might confuse people and people be like, well, I already got a Switch, so I don't need the Switch 2. Just to differentiate it, like, so are they going to name it something different completely, so people are like, ah yeah, that's what it will be, but who knows. Owl can hack, how are you doing? Hope you're good. And Max the Mighty, how'd you get 2 stars? I need a ticker with this explained on. I must repeat this so everyone else that knows. I apologize, I'm going to go through this again. So we started with 2 copies of the game. I shiny hunt on both of them in the aim to get a shiny starter quickly. We ended up getting one on Hot Gold, which was the Chikorita. But by then it was like 5,000 resets in on the Soul Silver, so we continued on that, got the Cyndaquil, then we traded everything over to the 1 card, so that's how we got 2 starters in 1 game, simply put. Polly just had a migraine strike and get the visual problems. When they do so, we'll need to drop off. Good luck with the hair across. Polly, I hope the migraine isn't too bad. I hate that. I get these occasionally, like a cluster like migraine, where it's like you get like it's like the circles at the corner of your eye, and you know that's when it's going to start. I hope you're all right though, nothing worse, and yes, speedy recovery, Polly, but you take care of yourself, and I'll hopefully catch up with you very soon. You think the Switch 2 drops before PZA? I do, mate. I reckon it will, you know. There's a part of me that thinks, is it going to be on that system? Like, is ZA going to be for the Switch 2? Primarily, maybe. Who knows? I don't know. I may be just like tin hatting it here, but you never know. Marcus, I'm in the dark. Been seeing a rumor or leaks, but unless Nintendo officially comes out with the specs, I don't know what to speculate. Yeah, that's the thing. It's I think because we had the confirmation from the president of Nintendo come out and just say that we would get confirmation before 2025 of the new Switch, the successor, what he said, but it won't be in the Direct in June. It'll just be for upcoming titles then. So Switch 64 would be an incredible name. That would be cool. The Switch 64, the Switch Cube. Could you imagine? I think the issue was calling the Wii U gaming wasn't as massive. Yeah, that's very true. Many folks ignored it because of how similar it looked. So similar. Like the only difference really was the screen pad that you got with it, didn't you? Tech Gamer, how are you doing, mate? I hope you're having a great day. Thanks for joining the stream. And Jizzy, just a Chichi, and Al Can Hack, thank you so much for the subscribes as well. Animal Crossing is the time, Riley. Adam, thank you, mate. I appreciate it. The Super Switch. There we go, Rockdus. I like that. Nintendo Switch with 2 eyes, Alec. I love it. You could imagine them doing something like that, yeah. Just really silhouetting those 2 eyes to make that the 2. I love my Wii U. I never owned a Wii U, which is weird to say. I just had my Wii, and then at the time I was like deep in competitive Pokemon, so I was more concerned about like my 3DS at the time. And there wasn't really anything for the Wii U that I was like, it makes me want to buy the Wii U. So I was like, I'm just going to kind of skip over that one for now. So yeah, it's a bit sad that I never ever picked the Wii U up, because I always liked the idea of it with the screen and stuff like that, the screen controller and things like that, but just never really got into it. But everyone that I speak to that had one always says how good a console it was, you know. And it might be one of those things that, a bit like the GameCube, you know. The GameCube was never a hugely successful console, but like look at the GameCube now, it's like, you know, huge, right? And really sought after, especially with all the mods and stuff that you can do with it. So the Wii U might end up down a similar road to that. Super Nintendo Switch. My personal favorite, the Master Switch. The Master Switch. I like the Super Nintendo Switch though. That's kind of cool. Throwback to like the NES and stuff like that. That's cool. I like those names. Colozo, good morning, mate. Hope you're doing well. Wishing you the best. Thank you, mate. I really appreciate it. Definitely need the shiny luck for sure. Have the Wind Waker Zelda edition. Oh wow, Rockets Blastoise. That is like the S tier version, I would say then. Wind Waker version. Very nice, mate. Javier, how are you doing? Pyro plus. So basically Gen 10's confirmed for the Switch 2, right? I would say so at this point. Yeah, because Gen 10's not going to be like, does it get announced at next Pokemon Day for a release on November 2025? Maybe, but it might be November 2026. So I think either of those dates would make me feel like it's going to be Switch 2, right? Gen 10 for sure. Yeah, there's no way it'll be the Switch. That'd be like the worst disaster ever. It's like Switch 2's out, but Pokemon, I don't know, Ant and Deck are going to be on the original Switch. I can't see them doing it. Because isn't like Sword and Shield like fifth best-selling Switch game? There was that like little video that was put up earlier today about the games, the best sellers and stuff like that. It's like Mario Kart, Animal Crossing second, then is it Mario Odyssey, or I think Breath of the Wild, one of the two. And it's Sword and Shield's down there around 5th or 6th at least, I think. Switch it up, that's a good one. Got my 4th shiny Cyndaquil one, Totodile and Chikorita. Nice, that's awesome. Awesome to hear, mate. Congrats on those 3 shiny starters as well. Wookie Spooky, we haven't got the Deoxys, mate. No, unfortunately, I've not been streaming because I've been super sick the last week, so I've not really been able to jump on, and I had to cut Tuesday's stream short last week just with how I was feeling, which was in hindsight the best thing, because if I had continued, it would have just carried on going downhill from there. So we'll be back with the Deoxys hopefully soon. Streams this week for the rest of the week, because I'm away in Stockholm, are going to be pretty slim, but next week we'll be back with a normal schedule, full stream days and stuff like that, which would be nice. So I just wanted to hop on today when I was feeling a little bit better than I have done, to touch base with you all, kind of do some more headbutts, because that's what it's all about, and Maybe even get a little bit lucky with this Heracross. Imagine getting it this early with the encounters. That'd be absolutely crazy. You never know though. It can happen at any time. Caleb, do you know a quick way to get Sword and Shield DLC? Picked a Clear S on my first run. Kali S on my first run. But don't want to try to play Ice Rider instead. You want to play Ice Rider instead? To get Kali though, you need to complete, you need to become the champion, don't you? I think in Sword and Shield. So there's not really, I mean, you can speed run it like, but it's not gonna be like very quick. I don't know, could you do it in maybe like 4 or 5 hours maybe? I think if you're like know what you're doing through the game, you could probably speed run it that way and then get to the Crown Tundra from there, but I don't think there is a quick way, not for Calyrex. Looks like Scarlet and Violet will be top 5 Switch games before it's over. Most likely the second best selling Pokemon game series of all time. Yeah, that's crazy, isn't it? Because it's not too far behind Sword and Shield now. I feel like Sword and Shield though must have had like a bunch of sales recently to push up. Now everyone's like legendary, shiny legendary hunting. Like, have they just jumped into Sword and Shield, bought it if they haven't got it already, just to be like scratch that itch, you know? So by the way, Gen 9 didn't have any fossil Pokemon. No, none at all, which was very sad. Especially after they did really good fossil Pokemon in Sword and Shield as well, you know? They were like such good fossil Pokemon. I would have like loved to have seen the fossils continue on in Scarlet and Violet, but no. We were deprived. MWC Creations, I'm doing alright, mate. How are you today? Thanks for joining the stream. Heal Nick. I feel like people are just asking now, even though they've heard the answer. We started on 2 copies of the game, and then we got 1 on both, and then traded them over to 1 copy. So that's how we got 2 starters. Sasagi, yes, the horses are in Scarlet and Violet in the DLCs. I guess it's like, is it easier to get them in Sword and Shield though than it is to probably not. Probably if Scarlet and Violet, if you've got the DLCs already, it's just getting the snack worth tokens, isn't it? But there you can get them, just not Calyrex, which is the sad thing. I need to reset for a 0 attack IV Shadow Rider. Putting it off hard right now. Yeah, so you need to reset for the Calyrex to have those IVs, and that will determine. So you need the Calyrex. Yeah, I need to do the same myself because I've got a 2-speed IV 1, which I'm happy about, but I would like to get one with the 0 attack as well, just for optimal, because it's like one of those things, just get it one time and then it's there for whenever you need it for legendaries again, you know. I still think like Shadow Rider is still a very good Pokemon. I could see it doing well in Stockholm this weekend. Finally got back to the gym yesterday after about 6 weeks off and feeling the aches today, but you always forget how good it feels after starting back. That's so true, Rich, and congrats for getting back on it, mate. I've done nothing. I've done literally 0, which is annoying because I was into a really good routine before I got sick, and I'm like, let's start again next week. Shits, how are we doing today? Hope you're good. Hey, I've been hoping to see these videos continue. Thank you, mate. I'm getting there slowly, but not quite 100% yet. But it's great to see you in the stream today with us, and thanks so much for joining. Another Heracross, not shiny. Max, I got into Pokemon Violet but didn't get the Munchlax. When I was on the way to the first gym, I got shiny Mareep. Nice. That's a nice one. That's a nice one to get. And Nightmare, thank you so much for the subscribe. Really appreciate the support, and thanks for joining the channel as well. There's still hope because PLZA is still technically Gen 9. That is very true. That is very true. There's still hope in that respect. We could see fossils there. That could be where we're going to see them. just be like, yeah. Some fossils that were affected by the ultimate weapon that we just never discovered yet. Been recovering, mate. The gym and running shoes will always be there. Yeah, that's very true, mate. They'll always be there. Yeah, it's just when you're like, just I know the progress has been lost. Even in a week, you know that there's like gains just gone there. But I'll just have to deal with it. Tran, 2x speed on a 3DS. You tell me how I do that, and I will do it. Give me the instructions, because we would probably all appreciate the 2x speed instructions for 3DS. I like how some Vigis players gaslit others to think Miraidon isn't great, but then he won Indie. Yeah, it's funny. I think like a few there was a few groups I think that knew that the Miraidon was just gonna blow up. Obviously you can't really know for sure, but I think the power that thing has got is crazy. But yeah, it's definitely on the map now. It did the job for those trainers running it over the weekend. I don't think it'll have, and I don't think it had an easy time in India at all. I think like there's a lot of players that, you know, give it a really hard time, but I think just the build was just so good. You know, Rajan's build in general was just the best team. I think the best is sometimes the best team at a tournament doesn't always win, right? But I think the best team won in Indy this past weekend. Just click the buttons really fast, Riley, mate. Right, let's do it. Speed run, speed button pressing. To speed up your 3DS, press Alt F4 on your PC. Yeah, mate, yeah. Wait there, let's try it. Victor, how are you doing, mate? Great to see you, and thank you for the kind words. Your content inspires me a lot. Thanks for the great work, and shiny luck for you. Thank you so much, mate. That is very kind of you. Hope you're having a fantastic day out in Brazil, my friend. One of my favorite places I've been to. So great to have you join in the stream. I hope you enjoy it for however long you can stick around with us today. Warped Matter, how are we doing? I hope you're good. How are the hunts going? I'm currently hunting in Shield for the Swords of Justice. Got Verizian and 280 currently on Cobalion, 600 in. I hope you do see it shine soon. Really nice numbers there for the Verizian though. Nice and low, not too many there, but hopefully the Cobalion doesn't give you too much of a headache going forward and you manage to snag it in the next few resets. But send you all the shiny luck, mate, and appreciate you dropping in today. July's Dragons, how are we doing? I hope you're good, my friend, and thanks for joining the stream. Sad to think Pachirisu is going to be a niche pick again because of Miraidon. Yeah, that's kind of true. Kind of true. Raichu as well. Raichu with the lightning rod ability could come in handy for the Miraidon. It doesn't really help get around the discharge though, does it? The discharge spam. But yeah, Pachirisu. Give it a lot of issues, wouldn't it? It's bulky enough to be able to probably take some big hits from a bunch of the restricteds as well. So with the Rocky Helmet, it could be a decent call, you know. I still think like Ground Terror Amoonguss. The only problem with that is you're kind of spending your whole terrestrialization on Amoonguss, which, you know, if it wins you the battle against that one team comp, probably worth it, but you know, most of the time it's maybe not. I don't think you could run it on like every restricted team. Like Terrapagos, you probably couldn't run it on that because you kind of want to be terrestrialized in your Terrapagos most matches, so it'd have to be on a different restricted Pokemon. I don't know which one it would like favor the most. Maybe something like Ice Rider you could do it with. Everyone knows if you press A fast enough, you get a shiny immediately. I kind of have just been doing that the entire time, and it's not worked so far, but you never know. It might continue to work. PC Isaac, how are you doing, mate? And thank you for the luck. Yeah, Quilava, all these headbutts, not having the best time. It's had a week's break though, so I feel like any injuries it incurred already have kind of healed up, but just for it to get them back again today. The reason I've been away from the gym is because I had been gone with the missus, and she couldn't go for a little while because of a medical issue. She was super frustrated being away from it too. That is tough, mate, when you actually can't get, even though you want to. No, that's understandable. Oh, what have I done? I haven't knocked these, have I? I have knocked these. That's really annoying. But it's nice that you actually stayed away as well for the support reasons. That shows more about you, mate. So that's it's nice that you got back into it, and I hope your partner is able to get back in as well and start training if that's what they want to do, mate, and everything's all right on that side of things. Riley, I had a really clutch victory last night on the ladder with Sneasel, Ho-Oh. They led Kali Ice and Frigoraph, threatening Trick Room, Terra Stellad, Sneasel, one-shot Frigoraph with knockoff and got Tailwind. Nice, mate. That's wild that that actually knocks out. That's wild that it knocked out the Frigoraph in one. The knockoff. That is scary damage. Yeah, I bet it did, mate. Feels good to see the little guy doing damage. That's so good. That's crazy. Frigoraph is bulky. Very bulky. So to get the surprise knockout as well is nice. That teammate, it's good. I'm pleased it's been doing well. Always want to see like I mean, we had Lugia on stream and Indy do well. So it's Ho-Oh's turn next. Terragrass, Rocky Helmet, Patchy, and Wall, Kyogre, and Miraidon, which is wild. Yeah, it's pretty strong, right? And with Nuzzle as well, it's like such a nice way to speed control. And then you got Super Fang as well. So it's a lot like how Sejuan ran their Pachirisu and that famous Worlds team. The Super Fang just chomp down on the restricteds. Probably doesn't give you as much option against like the Ghosties, but I mean the majority of the format's going to be subjectable to Super Fang anyways, so that's pretty nice. Found this like a week ago, still hunting shiny Heracross. That's dedication, Trevor. Yeah, well, I've been sick the last week, so I haven't streamed really at all the last week, so back onto it again, picking up where we left off last week. So but we're still here. We will be for a while with a Heracross, maybe. Or we could get very lucky and get it very soon. So that'd be nice if we were able to. Mr. Strawberry. You love Pokemon so much. It's great to hear. And we've got Dan Kuz and Dwight King. Thank you so much for the subscribes, friends. Thanks for joining the channel. Mr. Strawberry from Singapore. Very, very nice, mate. Great to have you here. Thanks for hopping in and joining. Chat, thank you so much for clearing up the cartridge thing. The 2-starter shiny thing. I appreciate that. I feel like a broken record. I've said it so many times. And I get why people ask it, because it is a weird thing. I'm going to get it from the whole run. But I appreciate other people taking the reins. It saves me saying it a bunch of times. Thank you, Mr. Strawberry. We definitely need the shiny luck for this Heracross. I just hope it'd be so nice to get it today. Grace, how are you doing? I hope you are having a fantastic start to your week. I'm such a bad mood today. Oh no, that is not good. Fantastic start to your week. Probably not the thing then. Well, I hope you're feeling better soon, Grace. Whatever it is that's upset you, I hope it's not too bad and things start to look up going forward. Yes, Rowlet, how are we doing? Good to see you. From Japan as well. Actually, like, my probably favorite place I've been. And I would love to go back again someday. But thanks for dropping into the stream. I hope you're having a great day. And I hope you enjoy the shiny hunt with us. If we can get successful with this Heracross today. Alexander, have I seen Delta? The app for the... Do you mean the emulator app? Sick, how are you doing, mate? I'm getting there, mate. Thank you so much. I'm feeling better than I have been, but I'm not quite 100%. But we'll see. We'll see how we get on the next couple of days. I'm hoping like it's just that back end of it now. Did I see the result yesterday? Oh, Grace, yes, yeah. I mean, that was it that surprising, Grace? Really? Was it that surprising? But I understand your bad mood as a fan. I can see the bad mood, but I feel like it was like the writing was on the wall. Like Palace are in really good form at the minute, and the opposite could be said for the Red Devils. United, they're not in a good place at the minute, and you got Arsenal at the weekend, and I mean it's not gonna get. I feel like just and then you got us, so it's all gonna go bad. I mean. Is it Wednesday we play next week? I feel like that. Grace, you have to come on the stream Thursday next week. We'll chat about how things go down at Old Trafford between the Red Devils and United, the real United. So we'll see. I'm really stirring it this morning. I'm sorry, Grace. I have to do it. You know, I take these opportunities when I can, but it's looking ever more likely that for the first time in Premier League history, Newcastle United will finish above Man United this season. I think we only need one more point pretty much to secure that, because I just don't see Man United getting the points that they need from Arsenal or the other games this season. But we'll see. There's still plenty of games left, right? We'll see where everything goes. But I will enjoy this moment because it did make me smile when I saw the scoreline last night. Palace 4, Man United 0. It was I'm sorry, not sorry, but I am a little bit sorry. I know what you mean. Surprising, pushing your luck there, lol. The fan base is just pure toxic now. I mean, I can imagine it's probably not the best, but I mean, it's just bad. It's just bad. Kenzie, how are you doing today? I hope you're well. And Easy, how are you doing? Are you going to lock in on a shiny flyer? Well, I feel like we've got Gyarados didn't really cover the flyer in this team, but we are going to be going for Lugia, so I feel like Lugia is going to be our flyer. We're just going to have to do without it until the Elite Four, but then we've got all of Cannnot to think about after that, so we'll be all right. Is Safari Zone in this game? It is. Dazzle. Safari Zone is in this game. Don't worry though, we have Arsenal next. Yeah, well that's what I mean. Arsenal next is, yeah. Shino Cappuccino, how are we doing? From Sweden as well. I hope you're having a fantastic day out in Sweden. What's the weather like there? I'll be in Stockholm this week, so looking forward to it. Do I need to wrap up, prepare for the cold? Is it cold there, or is it kind of just like, is it starting to get nice weather? Andy, I only care about the Arsenal game. I don't want them winning the league. The rest of the games, I don't care if we lose them. Andy, oh, it's hard though, right? It's hard. I hate it. I've been in this position many times. Like, not in the position that you're in, but in a position where the team is just like, just trash, you know? And I know you've got a lot of injuries, but not the worst amount of injuries for a Premier League team this year. But they're pretty bad. But I mean, yeah, it's just not a very nice situation to be in if you're a Man United fan at the minute. I would say it'll come good, but I don't know. I don't know if that is a true statement at the minute. It just feels like it's just a hot mess. And you've got, oh, what's he called? Sir Jim in there at the minute. Just seems like, I don't know if he knows what he's doing, but he's bringing people in, I guess. Yeah, we'll see what happens next season. Warped Mana, thank you so much for the subscribe. I don't want to upset any Man United fans. I just it's not all as well there at the moment. Professor Oak, it is good to see you, mate. I hope you are having a great day. Great to see you in the chat as always, and I hope you're having a fantastic week, mate. It's been a little while since we've been on, but we are back. Enjoy Stockholm. 17 Celsius there, but could get cold. Oh, that's all right, isn't it? That's pretty pleasant. That's probably warmer than it is here in the UK at the moment. Still got legs pressed, no complaints here, man. Got busy week ahead of me. We're enjoying the morning in the stream, and yeah, it's great to have you all here in the stream with us. The team has no history. Don't compare. Grace, let's not go there. Like, people that say that don't know anything about a history of football. You go back and look at real history of football. How many FA Cups Newcastle have won? You've got recent success, Man United, but really, when you look back in history at historical clubs, Newcastle haven't won anything for a long time. But if you go right back, we have won a lot of things. So you can't really sit there and say that. So it shows a little bit of ignorance about your knowledge of what we have won, because we were a very, very successful team, albeit a very long time ago. Recently, no, we haven't. But I think ignorance coming through there a little bit. But it's you know, football, it all comes swings and roundabouts. Teams are always going to do well. Teams are always going to fall off, and unfortunately, Man United are falling off at the moment, and then just on the descent. Newcastle are on the rise, but Newcastle has a very rich history. But that reminds me of someone. Like, I watched something last week, and this is totally off topic from what we're calling. Like, I watched a thing, and it was talking about, it's Harry Kane or Alan Shearer, the best Premier League striker. And one of the reasons for them saying that Alan Shearer wasn't, it was like, oh, well, Alan Shearer's only thing Alan Shearer could do to his game, Alan Shearer couldn't hold the ball up, and he never assisted. Kane assists, Kane holds the ball up. And I was like sitting there thinking, like, you guys have no idea. These are big content creators, and you have no idea about, like, Alan Shearer as a player. So when you look at Harry Kane, assists in the Premier League, 46 assists. Alan Shearer has 64 assists in the Premier League. So already Alan Shearer has more assists. And Alan Shearer's biggest strong point to his game was his hold-up. Like, his hold-up play was, like, unmatched. So I'm like, some people just make statements and have no idea of any information behind them. So, but I like to kind of correct those things when stuff like that's said. But yeah, there we go. Not the same as Man City's history. Well, I mean, also Man City are like just a better team than Man United as well, aren't they? And will be for a long time to come. But we'll take that. But I don't know. The Newcastle disrespect going wild today. I know, but it's all right. We'll stand our ground as proud Toon fans. Today. But I don't want to bring any Man United fans down at the minute. I'll get on their backs. But when incorrect things are said, I have to correct those things. But you know, I'm not disgracing Harry Kane. I think Harry Kane's a brilliant striker, but I do think Alan Shearer is the better striker. I just forget, like, a lot of people weren't around in that era, probably didn't see Shearer play. Like, I remember going to watch Shearer play, like, when we had season tickets at Newcastle, and the guy is, like, unbelievable. Probably one of the best crossers of the ball I've ever seen for a striker. Like, he could cross the ball like no other striker I've ever seen. Like, crazy good. But yeah, there we go. The Socceroos are better. McDazzle, I love it, mate. Hey, the two Newcastle are going to be out in Australia in like 2 weeks time, which is crazy. Riley, that's how folks talk about Wayne Gazetsky. He wasn't the great because he was the fast and could handle the puck. He was attached to him. He elevated the play of his team. Insane assistant players. Yeah, and the thing is as well with Shearer is he is also the all-time highest goal scorer in the Premier League. So he also has that. But like, I don't know. There's always there's media bias against Newcastle. There 100% is media bias against Newcastle, and then that feeds into the general population because people read that or see that or fed that so much that just is the common consensus of like the club. So I get it in a lot of ways. It's like you hear things that are fed to you a lot over and over and over again that just becomes kind of like the truth. But you know, a lot of stuff like Newcastle. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter to me. Newcastle have a great fan base, have a great team, have a great manager, and we're in a good spot now. And we might not be winning things, but it's very refreshing to have a team and an ownership that is pushing in a direction where we potentially might get success. Where for the last like 10 years of me supporting Newcastle under an ownership that was absolutely rotten to the core in Mike Ashley, was very tragic to support the team through that period of time. But I did still support them, but you know, it was tragic. Guru, I'm a huge football fan and Man United fan. My dad's been supporting them for 40 plus years. Guru, I apologize if I cause any offense. I don't mean to, and going through a hard time at the moment. What's your opinion on Ryan Giggs? Giggsy is an absolute ledge. He's probably the best left winger that the league's ever had, like hands down. Absolutely class. Didn't he play until how old was he when he retired? Was he like 37, which is like older? Absolutely crazy. Like absolute athlete and a half. I always remember the goal, I think it was against Arsenal in the FA Cup, and he just like scored that like insane solo goal against them. Like just absolutely nuts player. Henry, your streams were a constant while I was writing my physics PhD thesis over the past few months. I actually passed my defense last week, so thank you for keeping me company during my writing sessions. Henry, huge congratulations, mate, on passing, mate. That is absolutely phenomenal news. And thanks for also coming by all the streams, mate, keeping us company, being part of the community. It's great to have you here. And oh, that's just such great news to hear as well. That is awesome. Get some celebrations on the go, mate. And I hope you've got a little bit of time to have a break now after all the hard work and stuff. Or are you going to be like straight to the grind? Hopefully you've got some time. It's going to be great when Pep leaves City and get all 115 charges. Do you think he'll time it? Zyro, he'll like be like, okay, I know the charges are coming very soon. I'm out of here. Maybe he will. Maybe. City are going to be a lot weaker though without Pep. Like Pep is just, I don't think there's a better manager than Pep, like worldwide. I think Ancelotti's up there. Obviously, like you've got that caliber of manager though, like Klopp, Pep, Ancelotti. Oh, who have you got at Atletico Madrid? I cannot remember his name off the top of my head for some reason, but you've got that ilk of managers, just so good, aren't they? Gotcha, Melissa. How are you doing? I hope you're good and having a great day. It's about 11 p.m. in Townsville, Australia. Late, mate. It's like 2 p.m. here in the UK. Alan Shearer got a lot of goals, 260. Yeah, he got an absolute boatload. And he had like 2 ACL injuries as well throughout his career, so he had a long time where he was out like both times and still came back and still performed super well. Simeone, that's the one. Simeone, of course. How could I forget? Thank you, Zyro. Yeah, absolutely legendary status. Oh yeah, I mean Alonso is like, I cannot believe they're still undefeated this season. It's like absolutely insane. Like how long is that going to go on for? But Alonso, I like that Xavi's staying at Leverkusen another year as well. I think it's nice to see how we'll do in the Champions League next year. Just hope he can kind of keep a hold of players, because I feel like a lot of teams are probably going to come in and try and poach some players, and they might need to sell to like buy to bolster the squad for the Champions League. But it seems like he's like the next kind of like Pep, doesn't he? He just feels like it. Yeah, absolute crazy. Of course Fergie's up there, Guru. You have to. Sergio, how you doing, mate? I'm doing all right, my friend. I'm getting there. I'm feeling a lot better than I did. Thank you. I hope you're doing all right, my friend, and great to see you as always. And Riley got 18 holes in yesterday, mate. Nice. With my old man, brother, and best pal. You managed to get out on the greens yet? No, I haven't, mate, at all. I would love to over the summer at some point, though. It'd be really nice to be able to like jump out and get 18 holes somewhere. So I might be able to. I need to get the clubs out though, but yeah, haven't been able to yet, mate. It's definitely on the cards for things to do. Start a new golf channel. Get like a GoPro, just attach it to my head to go around with. It'd be funny. Dazzle, so you know that meme about the Hispanic 60-year-old guy laughing his ass off on the talk show? That's him. What have I missed, McDazzle? Because it's an L shiny. I've missed the whole thing, but I know which meme you're talking about. And they normally just put like, customize it, text over to whatever they want it to. Yeah, I know the one, mate. Hilarious. Paul Heyman, how are you doing, mate? Good to see you. I hope you're having a great start to your week. Thanks for joining the stream with us this morning. Reshram Tube, good to see you, mate. How was the holiday? Hope you had a great time. Spent loads of arcade. Back to the grind now. Currently hunting in the Dark Cave. Good luck with the Heracross. Thank you so much, and good luck with the Dark Cave hunt, mate. Great to hear you had a good holiday, though. And had a blast in the arcades as well when you were there, mate. Having to catch the PLE for WWE this last weekend. I didn't, Danny. How was it? I hope it was good, because it's the first one since WrestleMania, right? Am I right? I think I am, but I hope it was good. I don't know if Scotto's in the chat, because I know Scotto would have probably caught it over the weekend. Gotcha, Mercer. What's the goal? A shiny live index, and will you be doing other games too? Yes, other games too. Yes. So for this game, the goal is basically to become champion with a team of shiny Pokemon. So bare minimum, we need like 6 Pokemon, so 6 shinies for our team. We've got the added rules of adding in a hardcore Nuzlocke rules to this game. So basically, if one of our Pokemon faints, then we can't use it for the rest of the run. So this is why I was kind of more inclined to go after the Heracross now, because I feel like it just gives us a lot more of a solid chance against everything that we'll be facing. So we'll be less likely to lose stuff, I guess, going forward. And then with the Gyarados after this one, hopefully the Heracross doesn't take us like too long to get, but it might be a little while for this one. But we'll definitely be jumping into other games for sure. I've got the shiny live index to finish in Scarlet and Violet, so that'll be something that we'll be doing, I would guess, over the summertime. But then I've just picked up Platinum. I would like to do a Hardcore Nuzlocke with the Platinum, but a shiny only one, because we've got the cute charm glitch on that, so that would be quite fun to do. But there's plenty of things that we've got like planned and lined up, but definitely other games we'll be playing as well. Brad, go to your mum first and talk to get a higher shiny chance. What is it like getting the shiny charm in these games, but you just an invisible shiny charm that you don't get otherwise? Timothy, how are you doing, mate? I hope you are well. Don't forget to drop a like on the stream to help player. Thank you so much, mate. I really appreciate that. If you can drop a like on the stream, it would be amazing. If you can, friends, it's 218 in the stream right now. Our like goal is always 150, so I really appreciate any likes that we can get on the stream. And if we can get closer to that like goal, that would be very much appreciated. But thank you to everyone that has dropped a like on the stream so far today. Massively appreciated. Really do appreciate it, friends. Got Platinum. Oh, sick. It wasn't as bad as what I thought, but it was still expensive. It was, with postage, £65 English pounds, so it was still pretty pricey, but I felt like it's the cheapest I've seen it for, with everything. Like the box is like perfect condition, and it's got all the manuals in it as well, so it's got all the manuals and stuff in it, which is amazing. So I don't think it was terribly bad considering the prices of some other ones that I've seen selling recently. but it was listed as a buy now, so I saw it get put up, so I just snagged it straight away when I saw the price. And I was kind of worried because it took the seller like a week to dispatch it, and they didn't have any rating at all, so I was like kind of worried that it was like a dodgy listing, or it might be a fake game, although the card itself didn't look fake in the listing title. You can never be too sure, so I was like, oh, all these questions. But it came, it arrived, it was fine. The seller actually responded, was really good. Just was a bit late with getting it dispatched, and it arrived, so it worked out all good. So yeah, I'm pretty pleased with how it's all turned out. My friend bought a Pokemon game from me for 50. I found out later it was something like 150 to 200. Gotcha. You need to get that friend and be like, you owe me like £100. You owe me like, yeah. Oh man, it's a friend, I guess. It's kind of not too bad. Friend dared me to do a tricep drop set yesterday night. I can barely lift my arm to see my watch. Mate, no. You haven't like pulled anything, have you? I hope you're all right, dude. It's a good price. Got the Mew Oreo Wingmans. You know, that actually reminds me. I've got the where are they? They're somewhere up there. I've got a pack sealed of the Pokemon Oreos, but they're still sealed, so I don't know if there's any in there. Like, there might be a Mew in it. There might be. The Mew. That just reminded me. I have no idea where they are. They're up here somewhere on my shelf, but I cannot see them. I don't know if I'll ever open them, but will they go off? Will they like go bad? I'm pretty sure they've probably got an expiry date on them. But I was like, I'll just keep them sealed for now. I should have opened them. Maybe we could do it on the channel sometime. What's my favorite 3 in 2,800 odds mark in Scarlet and Violet? What's my favorite? I don't know. Like 3 best marks? Is that what you're asking? Love Soul Silver. Pugs on Drugs. Me too, mate. It's my favorite. I'd say it's probably my favorite Pokemon game. Thanks for dropping in by the stream, though. Is there a way to trick the Switch clock for great Marsh appearance in BDSP? I'm not too sure. I don't think there is. Not in BDSP, because I think any sort of clock adjustments in BDSP freeze all in-game events for like 24 hours. So it's like a penalty. Whereas like with every other Pokemon game, like Sword and Shield and Scarlet and Violet, you can use the clock to like manipulate stuff in game. BDSP has I'm pretty sure it has a penalty, so you can't change the clock to change stuff in game. I'm pretty sure. Could be wrong, but I think that's how it works. Wingman, I know, right? They're all in that mid-section. Fast question, what's your fave shinies? Mine's Charizard and Greninja. Gotcha. Mine would be Azumarill, and I'll pick Azumarill, and let's go for... I've been saying Lugia a lot recently, so I'll go Azumarill and Lugia. The 2 best. The 3 best marks are the partner mark, item finder mark, gourmet mark, since they can be earned on any Pokemon. That's very true. The treasure hunter. I like that. The item finder marks. Nice one. The title that you get for that's very cool. Destiny mark, I would say, is very cool. The rare mark's very cool. I like the cloud chaser mark, but I don't know if it's a really cool one. But yeah, I like those. Like the item finder one's probably up there for me as well, I'd say. Corey, how you doing, mate? I hope you're well, having a great day. I'm feeling better than I have been, mate. I'm not 100%, but I am a lot better. But great to see you, mate. Just remembered it still had Meganium 7-star raid, so just trying to catch that. Nice, Rich. That's awesome. Did you completely skip out on the mass outbreaks in the Walking Wake Iron Leaves then? I don't blame you, mate. When I saw there was Herba dropped with it, I thought, it might be a good event, but no, the Herba drops are so few and far between. It's like it's not even worth changing over to farm Herba there. But I think Primarina might be a better one to farm Herba for this week. So we'll see how it goes. How much time we got left today? Torn above 45 minutes, mate, today. So it's a bit of a shorter one today, unfortunately. But I wanted to jump on when I had a little bit of time, just before I go away to Stockholm for the rest of the week. So hope you're doing good there, Torn. Good to see you, mate. Thoughts about Pokemon rip-offs? Like which ones, Wingmans? Which ones? What are you talking about? Yeah, and the Iron Leaf and Walk and Wake. Yes, mate. You had them already. Okay, that's fair. There's also a flu going around France and Spain at the moment. Oh, I wonder if it's like what I've had, mate, because I was definitely like flu-y. Because last week, there's like, it was worse. It was always worse on an evening. But I would get to like late afternoon, and I just descend into chaos, like feeling so much worse, and get those like really cold shivers, and the house would be boiling hot, but I'd be just shaking, then feeling freezing cold, and then getting those like hot fever sweats in the night, which is just horrible. So it was definitely like full flu symptoms. So it was yeah, it's weird. A weird time of year for it, because it's like normally way earlier in the year when that sort of thing starts going around. Any guesses when Pokemon Bank will shut down? Jamie, I have no idea. I'm hoping like it'll be like the end of the year, if any time, but who knows? I'm just hoping we get a good amount of notice before, like when they do confirm that Bank is closing. I hope it's like, it would be ideal if we got like 6 months notice, and then we were like, okay, we got so much time to like finish off the things that we want to do in these old games to trade up. But if it's like, I would hate it to be like a month's notice where they're like, okay, in a month's time everything's closing down. I would say like a minimum would be like 3 months, but we've just had no indication yet with when it's going to be. Zyro, there's a VG event this weekend, so we'll be taking part in that over the weekend, which is going to be a lot of fun, mate. So Regulation G, and yeah, it should be good. Palwood, thoughts about that outrageous game? I've never played it. Like, I've only seen I've seen a few videos from a couple of content creators covering it, but I've never actually dived in and played it myself. So like having any like real opinion on it's like, I feel like not really something I could give like from an overview of like looking at it as a game. It looks fun, but yeah, I don't think it's a Pokemon ripoff though. Like, I think it's so far away from a Pokemon ripoff, but I think it was like, it definitely helped it out at the time to be like coined as that. But yeah, I don't know, mate. I think if people are enjoying it, that's the main thing, you know. I mean, there was that new PAL that came out recently. It was it was just identical to Alola Ninetales, really. But I mean, I guess if you're doing a Snow Fox, it's hard to kind of get anywhere less likely looking than an Alola Ninetales. But I mean, by the by, I guess if there is a definite rip-off there, Pokemon will probably sue them. Yeah, so I guess we'll see what happens with it. Hope you have fun on your vacation. I'm a dip, but it's nice seeing you on your stream. So by the way, gotcha, thank you so much, mate, and have a great rest of your day. Hopefully I catch you on another stream sometime soon, mate, when we're back from Stockholm and things like that. So that'd be really good. Where'd you get your Soul Silver copy? So my Heart Gold is mine for when I was younger, but my brother sent me his copy of Soul Silver and Heart Gold to use for these. So I'm sitting on like 2 Heart Golds and a Soul Silver at the minute, so I'm pretty fortunate. Are you going to evolve the Golden Boy into Gold? Yes, we're going to do that, and I'll just trade it over between the Heart Gold copy that we've got going at the minute. Yeah, it will be stream Zyro, so it should be a lot of fun. It's the first Reg G event for Europe, so it's going to be exciting to see what the Europeans bring to the format. I think it'd be a lot, it'd be so different, I think, to what we'll see. I say so different. I think it will be different. I think there'll be a lot of Ice Rider, Shadow Rider, Terrapagos potentially as well. It's so hard to say with it being the first European event. I guess you've got the kind of the marker, the tester in Indy with what to kind of expect. But again, it's a different region, different players, different play styles. So you never really know what to expect. And I think there will be definite differences from what we saw in the NA regional this past weekend. I'm excited to see how things play out. Falls, how are we doing today? I hope you're good. Thanks for joining the stream, and thank you so much. I'm having a really good day, mate, today. It's nice, feeling a bit better than I have been, jumping back into stream as well. It's been good. Hopefully we can top it off with a shiny Heracross. You never know. Hope Bank doesn't shut down anytime soon. I have way too much to do on 3DS. I feel exactly the same, Caleb. I'm like, give us at least another year after this year before you shut anything down, which they might do, you know. Thoughts on giant Cramorant plush? Yeah, those things should be incinerated. All of them incinerated. There should not be any giant Cramorant plushes in existence. That would be my preference. Sorry to all the Cramorant fans out there. As you can tell, I'm probably not the biggest Cramorant fan in the world. But yeah. It's weird though. I like shiny Cramorant is a nice shiny, but Cramorant is a Pokemon. Oh. Don't you think Hard Gold and Soul Silver are great remakes? Yeah, I think they're like the peak remakes. They've set the bar. I am so sorry, chat. As you can still hear, I've got like this hideous chesty cough thing still going on from last week, so it's not been too bad, to be honest, in the stream so far today. But yeah, is there a way in Scarlet Violet DLC to lower IVs? There is not, mate. There was rumored to be something that was going to do that, but it never ever came to be in the actual games. Just a rumor. I forgot how strong rider Pokemon are. They're so strong. Yeah, so strong. Corey, you'd love one. We should dispatch all of the Cramorant huge plushies to you. There is no such thing as a Cramorant fan. It's a myth. I feel like Steve from Pokemon Cast would challenge you on that for sure. But I agree with you. I am totally down with that sentiment. See the news that the next console going to be revealed or whatever by the end of March next year. Yeah, it's exciting that we finally got some sort of official confirmation, Kyle, about it at least. But I just wonder when we'll get the announcement about the new console. Now, you got to think it'll probably be, I was saying before, like probably like September time maybe. We might get like the reveal of it, which is kind of exciting on the run up to it being released next. I mean, if it's before March next year, does it like it means that when are we going to get it next year? I don't know. Better Crest, love Hot Gold, Soul Silver, and Oras remakes. Yeah, I feel like Oras was definitely up there on the same kind of level as Hot Gold, Soul Silver on the remake level, because they did so many good things in Oras as well. They were like classic games. They gotta be up there. Got my game I had been using ages build. It didn't work for me at all, so just ran yours and smashed it first time. Nice, Rich. I'm pleased it worked, mate. That is good to hear, my friend. The Meganium was like, what's my voice doing? What was my voice doing? Yeah, the Meganium was like a little bit trickier, I feel, than maybe what we expected. Such a bulky Pokemon. So annoying. It's such a slow one for farming the Herbamystica as well, so wasn't the most ideal one to do that with. And Rad Dad Online, how are you doing, mate? Hope you're well, having a great day. Great to see you, as always. And thank you, mate. I'm feeling better than I had been, so That is a plus. Still not quite there, but getting there slowly. Corey, I will take them. Make a museum. Cramorant Museum. I love it. Never played any new games other than Sword a bit. Wonder if we'll ever get an older style game again. Start on Gen 4 BDSP. Looked to be pretty lackluster. Yeah, I mean, if Gen 4 as well was your first games, I feel like BDSP probably would be a little bit of a letdown. Because it was... I just feel like those games that you start on originally are always going to be the special ones for you out of the series. So BDSP was good. I enjoyed it, but I think it could have been a lot better. There was no platinum content in the games, which I think was a bit of a letdown for them, but they weren't bad games. I would say, like, I would definitely be on the defense of BDSP over being like flaming them and saying that they're the worst games ever. I had a lot of fun in BDSP, but I think it's different if like Gen 4 is like your kind of the first games that you played. Trying to get 50 wins in Oras Battle Mason right now is such a chore. It is definitely a huge chore, mate. Good luck with that though, Cup de Loop. Hope you manage to smash it out soon. Got a shiny Taylor on my Emerald Oak Challenge. My Game Freak named it Flapjack. That's awesome, Peric. That is such a good shiny to get. Taylor's such a great Pokemon. One of my favorites. But congrats on the shiny and great nickname as well. Picked up a Salty as well, Rich. That's super nice, mate. I'm glad to hear the slack off helped, mate. Do you think there would be a more Mega Evolutions in ZA? I feel like there has to be, right? There has to be more new Mega Evolutions. And Rad, you're doing all right. Great to hear, mate. No work today, Sun Gold. That's perfect, mate. That's great. Definitely still sound like you're feeling it. I'll send some buckets of soup and hot tea, mate. Thank you, mate. I appreciate it. I've been surviving on toast and Lucasade Sport. I just feel like for the electrolytes, get that Lucasade Sport and it's fine. It's good. It's been pulling me through. Just keeping the energy levels a little bit higher. Original Crystal is my vice. That's such a great game. Such a great game. It is pure good, but not the definitive way to play Gen 4 because of Platinum. Yes, that is very true. I'm excited to jump in to play Platinum. I really am. I'm so happy I've got it to add to the collection again, because wherever my original one went, it's gone probably forever now. I'll probably never... Oh, well, typical now. I'll find it somewhere. If I do, I'll give it out on the channel. Give it to someone that needs it. But I don't know if I'll find it. Thank you, Peric. I appreciate it, mate. And good luck on the rest of the hunts as well, for yours as well. You have to keep me up to date with how it's going. 4th Gen was by far the first game I started in the 90s with the originals. I really enjoyed BDSP. Yeah, I'm the same as you, Adam. Started OG, the OG Reds. Reds, blues, and yellows. Surviving on beans and toast. Minus the beans, just the toast, mate. Just the toast. Just need like simple food. Beans on toast, copy, yeah. Minus the beans. Pokemon stated it's going to slow down on. Take more time and make the next games better, which is a good thing, Prime Rabbit. I think, like, definitely for all of us. I think we'd all like be fine with it taking longer if it meant the end product was just better, right? Is that the word we're using today? Surviving. Yes, mate. Surviving is the word. Godspeed, brother. I hope you're 100% soon. Thank you, mate. 6 seasons horrible. I honestly, this is like really like kicked me for like I just did not expect to get as sick as I was. I felt like I was getting a bit sick on the Monday night stream with that sore throat. And then Tuesday it really started to kick in, but then it was just relentless. Just kept getting worse and worse. But I'm pleased. I feel like I'm definitely on the other side of it now, where I feel like I'm coming out of it, but still not quite there. Crimson, how you doing, mate? I hope you're well. Great to see you as always. all as well. Great to be back at it as well. So, and Ifiera, how are we doing today? I hope you're good, and thanks for opening and joining. So happy I kept my original Pokemon cards over the years. Always kept my Game Boy and DS case filled with the games nearby. That's awesome, mate. Hakim as well, thank you so much for the subscribe. Yeah, and I think it's like those, I was like so sad when I couldn't find my Red and my original games, and I knew they were at my parents', but when I found them I was like, oh yes, so nice to have them. I think it just goes to show now as well, with the prices of games, it's worth, like, just even if you consider like selling them if you don't play them anymore, it's like, it's probably worth just keeping a hold of the older Pokemon games rather than getting rid of them ever, because like, for one, the price is not going to do anything but increase with them, you know. So if you're worth wanting to sell them, it's probably worth just doing so later down the line if you can. Not always the case for everyone, you know, but thank you, Charlie. Yeah, it's slowly getting there, mate. Not quite, but it is. I'm definitely on the other side of it, so it's getting better. Just it's nice to be back jumping on the streams that I missed. I feel like I've had a whole week, well, we have had a whole week out of not being able to do anything, so it's nice to just jump in, catch up, and get a stream in before I do head away this week for regionals this weekend. All my old game cards were stolen. Oh, Prime Rabbit, that is absolutely horrible, mate. I'm so sorry to hear that. That includes Pokemon Red, Blue, Yellow, Fire Red, Fire. Still have Leaf Green, Emerald, still have Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum. Please, you still have some of the older ones, but that's heartbreaking, mate. That those older games. It's not just the games as well. It's like the save files that you had on those games. That's like almost the worst thing about them. I'm really sorry to hear that. I hope you can manage to replace them at some point, mate. How goes the hunt, Sean? Still going, mate. Still going. No pink Heracross yet, but we are nearly up to 300 encounters, which is not bad over 2 streams, 2 shorter streams as well, I would say, for the Heracross. So if we can get up to like 300 today, that would be pretty nice, pretty good. We'll need some solid encounters going over the next few headbutts at least. Kyle, how are you doing? Thing is that I want to tell you is that I hoped that it was set up with a server where we could get informed by bot, of course, about live streams. To be honest, I know, mate, I'm sorry about the schedule. I know I said like last week I would get a schedule up for streams, for the weekly streams and stuff like that, and then I got like ill and I've totally just forgot about it right until now. So it'll be next week before we get anything like with a full schedule up, but I will do it. And obviously a bot would be really good on Discord where it could ping as well, so I'll have a look at that and get some things set up, mate. But I appreciate the reminder on it. But yeah, I'm sorry nothing's been set up just yet. Brian, back in business. We'll get the pink Beetle soon. Brian, how you doing, mate? I hope you're good. It is nice to be back, mate. Pokemon would you get if it was for real, would get Electrode. In real life, I'd probably get something, definitely something that could fly. I feel like Latios would be a good one to get. Charizard, you'd never go cold either then with Charizard, and you could fly around everywhere, which would be pretty cool. Dragonite, I feel like would be another one, just because Dragonite's so fast, right? Calvin, thank you so much for the subscribe. Really appreciate it, mate. Had my first run again in over a week yesterday. Couldn't quite keep up with my last run, but shouldn't take too long to get back up there where I was. Killer, that's great to hear you're back out again, mate. Ooh. But yeah, I hope you get back up to speed and everything with it very soon, mate. I need to do the same myself. I'm gonna be like struggling when I get back on the treadmill. Just stumbled on your channel for the first time today. Keep up the grind, mate. Got to nip out for a while. You think you'll be on later? Probably not, mate. I've probably got another like 25 minutes today, and then I will have to shoot off. I got to pack and things this evening, so with my travel tomorrow being like disrupted, I need to get pretty much everything sorted tonight, which is a bit annoying. But So no stream tonight, and we probably won't be back. If I can stream when I'm away, I 100% will. But it will be the Deoxys hunt, probably not this one. But it will be like next Monday before we'll be back on again. Otherwise. But we'll be back full schedule next week. But thank you so much for coming by as well, mate. And I hope you have a great rest of your day if you can't stick around. Remember, I've been doing a Nuzlocke of every definitive version of every gen. Yellow was easy. Only one loss that was planned. Crystal is going good. Just got to go to Elite 4. Had 2 losses so far. That's really decent, mate. I hope the rest of the Nuzlockes are all as smooth as that one. I feel Gen 2 like Nuzlocke's pretty, not the easiest one. So with only 2 losses so far, that's really good. Really promising. Shiny Dragonite with me in real life. It was my first daughter's first, so it's got to be mine. Yes, mate. If I could have a shiny one as well, that would be absolutely wicked. Imagine having a shiny Dragonite in real life. So good. Yeah, Dragonite would be great. So fast. So fast in those anime episodes. You get anywhere super quick, and it's so strong. So-called Kali Ice on Complete Menace. I think it will do well this weekend. Yeah, maybe, mate. Yeah. Very, very strong. Especially when you got the slow sun setter as well. It's so disruptive. And then the trick room mode. Like, what's a Mungus do against that, you know? Prime Rabbit. Fun fact about the Joda games. Every town is actually accurate to the... Yes, yeah, you learned that recently, actually. It's crazy. And yeah, down to the whirlpools and every caving. Yeah, it's absolutely mad. Even the ruins of Alf. There's a content creator did a video about the ruins of Alf. Went to like where the actual ruins and what inspired them and stuff. Recently, I recently watched the video. I cannot remember the content creator's name. It's such a great video. Yeah, it's crazy how accurate they were to the actual spots in the games and stuff like that. It's really interesting. If your idea's going good, thank you. I hope yours as well. And yeah, it's nice to be back streaming for sure. I just wish I was feeling like 100%, but we're getting there. I'm heading off to Stockholm, Brian, for regionals this weekend. So it should be a lot of fun. First Reg G tournament for Europe. Prime Rabbit. I think we saw the same video. Yeah, it was epic. Like, I was like mind blown by some of the stuff in it. I was like, wow, I didn't realize half the stuff that was in the video. It was very cool. That was blue. Finn. That's the one. That is it, Riley. Yes, that is it. Yeah. Weird, in my binge of like sickness last week, I was just watching just random stuff that was just being recommended to me, and that was one of the videos, and that I spent a good amount of time watching that and enjoyed it. Yeah, really interesting. The unknowns, the key to everything. And 30 shiny Zapdos in Pokemon Emerald. I caught Shen. How is it possible to catch 30 shiny Zapdos in Pokemon Emerald? Lovely. I feel like there's only one Zapdos in unless you've got one and then you're duplicating them. Thank you, Brian. I appreciate it, mate. Before she was born, someone bought my oldest a little green dragon that looked so similar to shiny Dragonite. It's ridiculous. Baby was born in, and in Pogo I caught a shiny Dratini, so evolve it, and that is the timing, mate. That's, yeah, it's like the perfect partner Pokemon. The first ever shiny, not count 2 Gen 2 Gyarados, was Tentacool in Diamond. That's very cool. Mine was Fearow in Pearl. That was my very first shiny as well, so kind of similar shinies we got there. Obviously not Pokemon, but in game wise at least. Which of their videos is the one about the Johto location, Brian? I can't remember the title even. Like, everything from last week to me was a bit of a blur, so like specifics, sure, Riley will be able to maybe tell you the name, or Prime Rabbit be able to maybe get the name of the video, because that would make it easier to find the actual video that we're referring to. Oh, chat, we are 93 likes and we've got a 150 like goal. We've got roughly 20 minutes left to smash the like goal. If you can drop a like on the video, it would be massively appreciated. If we can hit that 150 likes before the end of the stream today, it would be great. We've got 185 of you in the stream right now, nearly up to 100. Thank you so much for all the likes that we've had so far on the stream. But can we get 50 more? I don't know if we're going to do that today. Don't know. We'll see. But I appreciate all the likes we've had so far. So thank you so much. Are we grinding for shiny Spearow or shiny Apom or shiny Heracross? For the shiny Heracross, lovely. But we may end up with a Spearow or an Apom en route to the Heracross. But we'll keep going for the Heracross no matter what. Bex, how are you doing? I'm doing all right. It's great to see you though. I hope you're having a great start to your Tuesday and week. And thanks so much for hopping in and joining again. And this is a coming channel. I hope you are well, my friend. It's just shiny Tyrog and Crystal. Wow, that is a very cool shiny. First one to get. Still sad I can't transfer it up to home. That is very sad, yeah. The battery is still alive though. Wow, that is incredible. Incredible. The current channel, I think you need to get yourself, I don't want to like make purchases for you, but I feel like you need to get yourself a GB operator if you haven't got one already, just to preserve that save file on your PC. So if that battery ever goes, you can change the battery and then you can put that save file back onto that crystal card, because it feels like that would be travesty if that battery died and that save went away forever. Hearts count as like. Hearts count as likes. Yes. Hearts count as likes. I think hearts are likes. Yes. Gotta hit the 3 dots. Yeah, you gotta hit the 3 dots in the top right hand corner. Up here. It should be like right there. There's 3 dots. You hit that and then there's an option to like. And then also if you press the center of your screen as well, I think that will bring up a like option for you as well. And Rachel Duran, thank you so much for the subscribe. Really appreciate it. And thanks for joining the stream. Is this Soul Silver? It is, Raphael. It is Soul Silver indeed. Thank you, Red Slayer. Appreciate it, mate. That is super kind, mate. I really appreciate it. So the video, thank you, Riley, that we were talking about, with the ruins of Alf and all the locations being similar in real life in Japan and all going into the unknown, actually traveling to Japan, identifying all of these different places that are Johto, is from Blue Boy Finn, and the video is a breakthrough in Pokemon discoveries is the title, and that is a huge shout out to Riley and to Prime Rabbit for getting that info to us about the video. But if you're ever interested in watching anything like about the Johto games and some really interesting stuff about like just Japan, the places the places in Johto are based off actual places in Japan, then go ahead, watch the video. It's a very, very good watch. It's really, really good. Yeah, I agree with you, lovely. Like, I love shiny Heracross and Mega Heracross. Mega Heracross is an absolute beast as well. Mr. Deoxys shiny, how many? What? No, Wesley, we still got the Deoxys to go, mate. I was ill all last week though, so we haven't done any more streams or shiny hunts since last Tuesday when we finished up early. So we still got the Deoxys to go. We will be back with it. But coming in just with this Soul Silver one today. So yeah, still the Deoxys eluding us though for the time being. And the clubbing channel, thank you so much for becoming our latest channel member, Super Squirtle Squad member as well. So thank you so much, my friend. Really appreciate you joining the membership, and welcome to the Squirtle Squad as well. Do you want me to, if you want me to put the glasses on, I can. They're right here. I will I'll try and avoid putting them on wherever I can though. Oliviera, thank you so much for the super chat as well. Feel better soon, mate. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. It's very, very kind of you. And I appreciate the get better soon. I hope I do. I'm definitely on the better end of it for sure. I just would have thought I was like 100% better by now, but I just I don't know how long it's going to go on for. But to say, every day is a new day for us to feel a little bit better at the moment. But whatever I had definitely kicked my butt seriously. Is this a ROM hack or a mod or an actual copy of the game? King Dijon, it is an actual copy of the game. It is an actual copy. It's Slayer, Shiny's coming soon. I hope so, mate. It'd be amazing if we can pull the shiny Heracross. Not many Heracross encounters either. I mean, the amount of headbutts we've done, probably crazy amount, but Heracross we've seen, not too many so far. Right, Dad. I looked at the EPL table after Man U got rusted, seeing Newcastle up to 6th above one of the top teams. Only a couple of games left. Yes, mate. We've got to play Man United as well. Next Wednesday, we play Man United at Old Trafford. So that could seal the deal as well for us. So you've got to fancy us to beat Man United at the minute as well. With how they're playing, with how we're playing. You would expect us to beat them. But the nothings are granted. But I feel like we're gonna finish above them this year. Which would be the first time in Premier League history where we'll finish above Man United, which would be pretty nice if we can do that. But yeah, we've got a tough game at the weekend against Brighton, so I think if we can beat them, it's our last home game of the season as well, because our last 2 games are away, so Man United away and then Brentford away. So you would feel with it being our last home game at St James's, we should get a result there. But yeah, mate, if we can get Europe this year, it's going to be an absolutely crazy end to the season, especially with all the injuries we've had. So fingers crossed, mate. The demise of Man United as well. What's up? How are you doing, Shiny Joy? I hope you're good. Just wanted to say thank you for all of the content you've made to help us find our ways through the Scarlet and Violet, as well as the builds for the pokes and the raids you've made. You've helped me a lot. Joy, thank you so much, mate, for the kind words, and really happy to hear that the videos have been helpful, and I hope they continue to be, mate. But thank you so much, and thanks for coming by the stream as well. I hope you're having a fantastic day. And what do you think about the Primarina raid this week? What do you think is going to be a good build for that one? Really think the Slow King's probably going to be the one that's probably the most reliable. I kind of want the Venusaur to work though, but we'll see when it goes live. Got a copy of XD Gales of Darkness, and that resells for $200. Wow. Yeah, Prime Rabbit, that is a rare game to have, mate. Keep that, because that is like one, if you sell it, it's so difficult to get back. That is a very cool game to have in the collection for sure. Wasn't gonna bring it up. Dude, couldn't agree more. Man United is a shambles right now. I'll be happy, football fan, if Newcastle can top Man United this year. Yes, mate. I know there's a lot of people saying that you could jump Tottenham, but I don't think. It's like Spurs have had a really tough run recently, and the confidence is probably down, but they have got Sheffield United. I just can't see them not getting points there, so I don't think we're going to leapfrog Tottenham into 5th. That's just not going to happen. Lifiera, I am. Well, not from Newcastle, but like as close to Newcastle as you can get. I'm from Northumberland, which is just north of Newcastle. So like 20 minutes away from the city centre, pretty much, is where I grew up. But yeah, Newcastle's my team. Riley, my goodness, it's a beautiful day today. It's 20 outside, not a cloud to be seen. I'd have to spend my lunch at the driving range. Mate, that sounds perfect. Do it, dude. Myself, how are we doing? I hope you're good, and thanks for hopping in and joining the stream. I think I've upset a few Man United fans today, which I'm sorry about, but it's not often we get the opportunity, right? I've taken a bunch of stick over the years being a Newcastle fan, so when I can give it back, I'll give it back. I taketh, I giveth. No, Oh, Northumberland's a beautiful part of the world. I do miss it. There's up on the coast there, you cannot beat it. It's great. But yeah, Newcastle always feels like, because I went to college in Newcastle for like 3 years, Newcastle College, when I was up. So it was always like my local team. We always had season tickets to Newcastle when we were kids as well. Like me and my brother shared a season ticket to Newcastle. So it's always been our team. So yeah, it's you just want to see Newcastle win something, that's all. And it seems more likely now, but I think it's well, next season we might win one cup or something like that. We get into the Conference League, I feel like we could win that. Maybe even Europe as well, you never know. Because I know teams from next year aren't dropping down from the Champions League into Europe, so that makes it a bit easier if you're in the European competition. You're not going to have the likes of those bigger teams that would normally drop down into it from the Champions League coming in and having a second chance. So that's kind of a good thing for the European Cup in general. Dad, imagine Arsenal win the league, Newcastle make Europe, Man United tumble. That would be crazy. That would be crazy. Because Man United at the moment, the way things are going, it looks like they're finished below Chelsea, below us. So they might not get any Europe at all, you know. It's pretty crazy how it's kind of ending up. But like there's still a bunch of games to play, so we'll see how things end up. This one, mate from London myself, going up to visit North this summer. Nice, mate. Whereabouts are you heading to? Hope you have a great time when you're up there. You'll have a great time. But yeah, nice time of year to go as well, because it is colder up north than it is down south, for sure. It's because I live down in the West Country now, so I'm like super adjusted to the temperature down here, so I'm not used to going back home. The weather's always a bit colder. It takes me like, I feel like I'm like a wuss now up there. I just can't cope with the cold. But I've never been a big fan of the cold anyway, but it's definitely in the summer though. It's nice. It's good. What made you move away from Newcastle? When I went to study uni, I moved away and then never really went back after that. Wasn't like the intention to like just get away from the area or anything. Still love it, but it was just how things worked out, I guess. Intertoto Cup winners, yes, Rich. Yeah, we are the Intertoto Cup winners. Got that one down there. Give us your score for the Man United versus Newcastle game. Sick. Ooh, don't know. What am I gonna say? I'm gonna say I think Nick Pope will be back in net by then, because Popey was on the bench the weekend, so I think Pope might be back in goal for the Man United game. I think Joe Lintel had some minutes under his belt by then, and I think Trips will be back for that game. So I'm gonna say we'll beat them at Old Trafford. I mean, we beat them in the cup, right? With that like C team 3-0 earlier in the season. And they had a pretty strong team out then. I feel like the team that they had out then is probably stronger than the team that they can field now, because they got some injuries of their own. I'm gonna say, I don't want to push the ball out too much. I'm gonna say let's go 3-1. Let's go 3-1 to the tune. But I feel like it might be more. And I feel like if Eddie and the lads could turn the screw against them, they will. Because I think Eddie got put out quite a bit last season when Ten Hag made some comments about us being a team that time wasted and stuff like that. So there's a clip of Eddie. I've never seen him like swear or anything like that before, but there's a clip of him, it should be online somewhere, of him motivating the team before they go out and play Man United in St James's after we got beaten the cup by them, the cup final. And we beat Man United 2-0 and absolutely obliterate them at St James's last year. But the prep talk that Eddie gave before then was all in response to what Ten Hag had been saying about the team beforehand, and he used it all there. So I think if we could turn the screw a bit, I think they will. And we're good at scoring goals. We're just not as good defensively at the minute. But if we got Trips and we got Pope back, maybe. Might be good. Yeah, talking about football. 2-1, I reckon. Man United will still want to go out on a high, but I think Newcastle will still beat them. I'd be happy with 2-1. 2-1 be fine. I just think like it could go one or two ways. It could be really tight. It could be a boring like 1-1 game. But I don't know. If Isaac's on form, if Gordon's on form, I just think it's going to be hard for your defense at the minute, which just seems to be like non-existent against like a front three of like, you know, Isaac, Wilson and Gordon, or what combination we have. I just think it's going to be hard to not concede goals against us, you know. Right, let's see. I have to shoot off in literally 4 minutes time, friends, so we don't have much time left. Thank you just in advance for all of the likes that we've had on the stream today, for everyone that's come out and supported, as always, for just hanging out as well and making the stream so great like you always do, friends. You are, like I always will say, the best community ever. So ever that ever existed. No, I really appreciate all of you coming out. Why don't you like Man United? Sick. It's not that I don't like Man United, mate. It's just that, or like I said before, I've taken so much stick from Man United friends, Man United fans, Man United friends over the years. Some of them are very kind, right? Some of them are very kind and don't stick it in. But some of them have stuck it in when they've had the opportunity of the years. Being a Newcastle fan, the position that we were in, like, and I just took it all those years. Took it like you would take it with the position that we're in. And this is like one of those opportunities where the tables are a little bit turned for the first time. So I'm not hating. I'm just taking the opportunity to turn the tables and just have a little bit of a return jive. No, like hatred intended, but I'm just yeah. That's all it is. Banter, friendly banter, mate. At the end of the day, you know, I know what it feels like for your team to do bad. It's never a good feeling, so I can relate to that. But when I've got the opportunity to just stick it to your Man United fans a little bit, I'm gonna take it. But getting back to everyone, thank you so much for all of the support, everything coming out to the stream today. It's been great catching up with you. I'm just sorry that I have been ill and not able to stream the last week, and that I will be going away for the rest of this week, so there won't be any more streams likely. Like I say, if I can stream when I'm out there, 100% will, and we'll be doing the deoxys when we're out there. So if I can, I will keep you updated with how that goes, and if we can do any content when we're out in Stockholm, that'd be awesome to do. But if I can't, it will be next Monday when we're back live. But let's see if we can get one more hair across for the stream today, and then we'll have to wrap it up. But I hope you all have a great rest of your days, great evening, and great rest of your week. And if you are watching Stockholm this weekend, keep an eye out for me. I might get featured on the stream. You might see me up there, but may not as well. Depends how well I play. So we'll see how things go. But if anyone's out in Stockholm this weekend and you see me out and about at the event, come say hi. I would love to say hello, hang out at the event and stuff like that. And if you're playing, also good luck as well. Last Heracross, no luck, but we'll finish on 292. It feels like a nice team. What am I using? Terapagos Riley, my friend, is what I'll be using. That's what I would be using. All right, friends, we'll leave it there because I do have to shoot off. I just want to say thank you again. Have a great rest of your days. I really appreciate you all. It's nice to be back, and I'm looking forward to jumping back into full stream schedule next week with you all. But in the meantime, friends, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you all again very soon. So take it easy, friends. Take care. Bye bye.